Let's see. 38. Oh, slow night. You got some dudes in the Discord stage waiting for it to start. Okay. Let's see. I don't believe one who claimed to be a girl on the internet. Smart hen. Me neither. Mm, what are you guys talking about? Quit getting people to show stuff. Okay. Let's chat a little before we begin. Maybe 3 minutes before we start. Oh, oh, it's my mother-in-law. She accidentally took my phone with her. What are we showing here? I don't get people to show their face. Oh, come on, guys. Nice, Larson. Uh, Okay, I'm gonna check the questions. So, how do we structure this? Just an average Sunday night. AMA here. Answer some of the Twitter questions first. We'll be giving out to the good ones, or the funny ones, some funny emblems. Funny emblems are new. Let me see. Yeah, funny emblem NFTs are these tickets. So the team, the overseers, and the some of the daddies over in Discord suggested instead of giving out USDC, it's probably better to give out some tickets like other projects to try and have people stay in here a little longer to check out other stuff before they take the USDC and run. Sounds good. Sounds fair. And let's try them. I think it will be. Oh my god, I forgot to call Law Scribble on this one. I think we'll be issuing around or 30 to 50k, so that's around 5,000. Should be 5,000 for the emblems. I'm not sure about that. I'll check back the right number with you guys soon. But yeah, should be around 5,000 for the emblems NFTs, lasting until July 30th. I'm not very sure about that actually. I have to talk to the team regarding that. I'm trying to limit it on a monthly or bi-monthly basis to at least make sure people spend it. But I think last I heard, Slow Scribbler and Yulon was talking about using a recycle basis instead of a burn mechanism. So I'll have to confirm with them. But anyhow, these emblems will allow you guys to get various NFT rewards, such as plushie dolls, shirts, planets, primeval planets, apostles, and I forgot. There's one more reward. Oh, mini black holes. So yeah. And so a quick update on our status. I think I'll go over this in both Chinese and English so that we can, so some of our listeners may be listening from China, Taiwan, or Hong Kong who doesn't speak, doesn't listen to English very well, and it's time to brush up my Mandarin as well. So anyway, official update. 3 days. First is the 20 album. Oh, I thought someone wanted to co-host with me. First is the Funi emblems. new NFT tickets to exchange various other NFT rewards in Apeiron. And the second is Star NFTs. Star NFTs we were originally going to sell this month as well after the TGE, but yeah, as usual, we are reorganizing the Star NFTs. Not as usual, but as similar to other projects. We're going to break up the Star NFT sales, the land sales, into multiple phases. Probably we'll decide next week with Law Scribbler whether we're going to do the whitelist pre-sale or we're just going to put it into the NFT staking that's coming up live in mid-July. I would personally want to do a small and mini whitelist pre-sale, around 500 Star NFTs. That's around 5% of our total supply, just to test the markets out there, I think, and of course the lower tier stars first, just to test the markets. But either whether we do the whitelist pre-sale or we do the NFT staking sales, it's the same. We still have to confirm all the style locations from our guild partners and from our investors. And so much of the Star NFT blockchain stuff will be in place. The third and final part is gameplay. A lot of people have been asking for a lot of gameplay footage. Well, you guys will see a lot of them in July, probably together with the testing build in a way. So yeah, you'll be seeing gameplay, and some of the people, well, the investors will actually test the test build in July as well. Once everything is smooth, it's all the Primeval Planet holders will be able to test it as well. They'll be able to play it, and there will be some live streaming, of course, from me or from my team, and then it's pretty much August. Seeing if the markets recover, then we can do a TGE over there. If not, we'll be moving up the test to PvP mode. The initial testing demos will be in PvE, 7 floors, or 7-floor dungeon with a boss, I think, at the end for you guys to play, speedrun, and experience the game. Just battle mode. And then that's pretty much it on the updates. Try to speak that in Mandarin. Bear with me. 好，大家好欢迎来到我们今晚的 AMA。好久没见。先给大家3个更新。第一个更新就是我们有一些新的叫 Funny Emblem NFT 的一些，这是就是好像别的项目的一些券，这个 ticket 一样的，就是你可以储够一定的分量，就可以换一些特定的 NFT 的奖励吧。一个 NFT ticket 的价钱我们大概放在10块左右，所以大概好像50块这样的就可以换一个 apostle 这就是跟很多的现在的 full players 一样。详情可以在我们 Discord 跟一些在我们的 Discord 可以看得到，换领的方法也一样。第二要更新的呢，就是我们的地，这个我们的太阳星星那是 Star NFT。我们前2个礼拜，其实我最忙的就是要跟所有的合作伙伴要跟他们定下他们要什么要把他们的星座放在哪里然后因为我们这个 on chain 的很多的东西都要 confirm， 因为要做想做这个太阳这个地的买卖。当然呢，有2个方法去买的，一个就是传统的 whitelist pre-sale， 第二个就是放在我们的7月15号那个质押上。我自己比较想做一个小型的NFT 这个 whitelist 这个白名单的方法，可能只卖500块，500块只卖这个500个太阳，这是5% 就是1/20的低而已，都是想做一些比较多 engagement 的活动。但是如果不做白名单的话，我们这个7月15号那个质押也会有这个卖太阳的这个活动。第3个呢，就是其实很多人都问我们可不可以多放一点游戏的画面呢？游戏画面有是办法在这个平常的一些更新里面我们7月份会多很多。 还有就是我们因为7月份的时候也会是我们这个 demo 的时候，就是一个PVE 啊，有7成的这个地层的一个版本呢，可以放给一些投资者跟一些我们原始球行星拥有者可以试玩我们的PVE 版本单机体验来的那就在8月尾的时候呢，也会开放我们的这个 PVP 的功能。希望8月的时候那个市场的反应这个做市场的气氛呢还有市场会有些好转了，那我们也可以如期推出我们的TGE B 的上线，嗯，都大概就是这样了。好，那我现在回去回答一些 Twitter 的问题。好，我看看我们今天时间紧闭啊，是不是这样说？紧迫还是紧闭？因为12点我有2个会议，12点一个，1点一个。好，事不宜迟，我们先开始到这个 Twitter 看看问题。OK， my Mandarin is not improving. Crap, need to speak more. But anyway, let's go to the Twitter questions, and I'll be marking down the ones I like here in this chat, or maybe in the WhatsApp, so at least I can remember that. Okay. First off, Asteristy, being a Mimi. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Oh, they're too fat. I can't tell whether they're ears, eyes, or mouth. Because their hands are too short. Nice. And the question. Currently, Primeval Legacies are considered useless before game launch, and I feel that most of the Primeval Legacies available right now will be phased out before October. What's a good reason to motivate Godlings to keep their Primeval Legacies? Or is there even a good reason to keep them? Wow, tough question. They're always here for a reason, and they're always here because we did the math, and because there are two things very wrong with your math, Esther. One, who sets 3 is the limit of breeding before the game launch? Well, yeah, before the game launch, yes. After launch, 3 is not the limit. And we are not trying to populate the market with Primeval Legacy, 20% times 20%, all the way down there, if not breeding more. We'll probably phase out some of it, not all of it, but that's not what we have in mind. They are relics that increase the breeding limit, and also sometimes the Primeval Legacies pass on the probability. So probably should put a little more faith in our calculations and our methods, and not base everything off of what you have right now. As we said, Primeval Legacy comes and shine upon game launch. Do you have to save your Primeval Legacy breeding chances now? No. If you want to, there's certain utility to that, but versus the utility you get from breeding more, definitely breeding more helps. So probably don't have to worry too much about Primeval Legacies unless you find the right mix of planets. But as I said before, we'll never be able to find the right mix with 3,700 planets out there. This is nowhere near the number of planets that we want. And so, yeah. Actually, to answer your question, is yes, yes, and yes. Don't keep them. It will be phased out. And just keep reading. You can assume they're useless if that's what's going to set you feeling better, I think. But honestly, we are not setting something useless for people to breed out. Probably would honestly want you guys to ask me personally on that. I love a public question. Well, I understand the feeling, the frustration some of you guys get from seeing this. Okay, Tay. What's the utility of Spirit Core NFT other than the PFT profile? We got a few info about this. Can you tell us more simple things about the Spirit Core? Yeah. You can level it up. The staking rewards goes up with the profile picture NFTs, the rarity, and There are also some in-game functions for some of them. Of course, they are not game-breaking. More, um, more. It doesn't affect game balance, I would say, but it can affect some of your ability to earn in the long run. So yeah, but not written in stone right now. More info will come up before we release the profile picture NFTs. I'd say that's August though. Number 2, can we have a chance to get Enime Spirit Core? Inspired by talking. What do you mean by Enime Spirit Core? Holy crap, that's 126 messages. I don't think I'll be able to read all of that. Enime Spirit Core? Are you meaning animated Spirit Core, or are you talking about Enime style Spirit Core? All Spirit Cores are in 3D, much like everything else in Apeiron, so they would be able to animate it slightly. Or as an anime style, depends on the artist that we collaborate with. But given the preference of Hong Kong artists and their choice of um, the favoritism over Japanese anime, let's say there should be some references over there. That's me, Tay Tay. Okay, Tay Tay. We got one. Shawnee, which planet time is the most courageous of them all? The Foresty, because they're fireless. Holy crap! That's a tough one. uh, it's okay. It's a good try, Shawnee. But come on. Hi Frank, I want to ask you something. Cooldowns. I want to know if we can go farming dungeons all day long without any limitations such as stamina or daily entries. This is important for people who love to grind for materials or any other drops. I'd say I don't recall doing any stamina function, but we would limit it. If I recall the game design correctly, as long as you don't die, your souls and your avatars, you should be able to farm as many dungeons as much as you want. But once you die, I think there's a cooldown or a cost that you have to pay if you want to reset it. So in a way, resetting healing is does it count as a cooldown? Sort of like COC. If you don't die and if you preserve your units every round, you can actually go on to farm quite endlessly. So I hope that answers that question, everybody. And everyone is waiting for this. What is the reward for collecting all the 12 apostles? Oh, it's end of June. So I should answer this question. Well, I'll have to come back to this because originally, I don't mind saying what I originally intended. Originally, I intended to do a chess set, and it's a mini chess set with all 12 apostles on or lining up on each side, collectible chess set, and we got a quote from one of our toy manufacturers, around $2 to $3 million. That's pretty insane. So my co-founder suggested doing action figures, larger ones for a different quality, but collectible as well. We're arguing which one to go for, and going for the chess set is probably, of course, cooler in my opinion, but also extremely more extravagant, and probably not in a good time to spend so extravagantly. So yeah, we'll decide on that. I'll get you a final answer on this one next week. Can DM me, and I'll announce it. I'll announce it on June 30th. I mean, notify my team on this one, as I did say, it should be out. Number 2, how many planets can a star contain? What is the actual usage of a star? Oh, I'm surprised you didn't know that. And but the yeah, hermit planets can star contain its ranges from 50 to 250 in the beginning, according to what we have. What is the actual usage of a star? Well, there's two actual usages. The first is allowing the planets to orbit them. Planets that orbit them will age faster, all the way speeding up to 20 times. 1 day equals 20 years. I think that's the upper bound, maybe slightly higher. And then the other usage is alliance gameplay. You can't participate in any of the mythology gameplay, such as the world boss or the raids or the clan wars, if you don't join or orbit around a star. So they are the alliances of Apeiron. And for number three, when is the information on Zombie Apostle be released? Ah, that's a good question. Last time I asked the Zombie Club when they would like to collab, they did not reply me. Oh, let me give them a whole lot right now as well. I'll just talk directly to disco.eth. But even if you ask me, I think it would probably be around the time when we have a strong advance. If we do the star NFT whitelist, then it would be a good chance to do a collab right now. Okay, well, anyway, let me give that a whole lot. Oops, I doxed him. Hmm. Okay. And number four. Oh my, and always questions within questions. Do the offspring planet participate in Nebula expedition? Yes. How would the reward be counted? By elemental distribution? Yes. Exodium's tank reward greater than elemental distribution? Yes. Yeah, you got it. Uh, Exordiums give out rewards a lot higher than the pure dual and tri-quad elements. So yeah, the true value of the exordiums will begin to shine in the Nebula expeditions. Yep. Vimuri, can you elaborate more on the role of constellations in the game? What bonuses do they give? Are they constellation-specific content? Do they feature in GVG or Guild Wars? The role of the constellations is in general for alliances to grow bigger and have well, slight bonuses that will give them well, not actually a slight gameplay edge in the GVG arena areas, but not game breaking, just small percentage. They give you a higher chance at certain cosmetics and regions. Oh, I hear my voice. Someone's turned on their mic, and I can hear myself speaking. Hmm. And will there be constellation-specific content? There are certain constellations placed with a certain that will be closer to certain dungeons and celestial objects. Those are the higher rarity constellations. They yes, they will have certain bonuses, much like many other land gameplay and other projects. Closer they are to certain dungeons or specific mines or zones, they have a small bonus to it. But would probably want you guys to take a look at all these content in the upcoming Star NFT and map update in the Medium articles. Hmm. On with it, just your usual conversation in Dunland. Can't wait for the funny emblem NFTs to launch. Overlords only pay me minimum wage. You're getting money. I only get 50 sugars each month. And you know what? All that that's getting paid. Hmm. Oh, that sounds horrible. That Mimi, but I love it. Hmm. Perhaps nobody should be paid to make it fair. Thanks for the idea, women. No sugar this month. That would be much easier than me. I'll just reply without taking a look. Bankai. Oh, I love Bleach. Dear Frank, with this uncertain market, please tell me we're still going on schedule for the game alpha release? Yes, next month. Oh, I swear to Wandering Gods I would dress all my workers into costumes and start playing real life Apeiron game myself. Wow, that sounds interesting. I can on-hold the game alpha just to see that myself. But thanks for the joke, Bankai. Oh, winner for the second funny ticket winners. It's not just one. I should be giving around 5 funny tickets, depending on how many winners. Bankai? What's your Bankai? I really love Bleach, but it falls into such a pattern. But I guess all N9 falls into this pattern anyway. BGE 44. Why did you throw their watch out the window? Oh, why did they throw their watch out the window? To see how time flies. How do you make it to laugh on Sunday? Tell a joke on Tuesday. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh. Gee. Reaper. More info about the soul shop, please. The soul shop? All the info is in the soul shop channel and Discord. Hopefully you could be more specific regarding which part of the soul shop you don't get or understand, Reaper. The meat sticks? If you tried buying them, they have special functions when you use them in an AMA. Try them next time when I do a Discord AMA and use it in the AMA questions. Ooh, that's a big hint. But for the other stuff, it's pretty straightforward. The charms and collectibles, do they serve a function? I have to collect them and then I can tell you. But yeah, everything is there for a reason. The fun stuff there that's only can be found when you use them. Whoops! So, what is the proportion of luminous vapor they drop between apostles and planets? Oh, that's a very good one. I have one planet and one apostle. Yeah, drop for planet is 10. How about for the apostle? Apostle should be calculated amongst their 0.1. So one apostle should hold roughly the value of an elemental extraordinary planet. Oh, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But the final numbers will be in the hands of Law Scribbler and Law Master before the official launch of the July 15th Nebula Expedition. The final numbers will be in the mediums just before that. So please refer to that medium before the official launch of the Nebula Expedition for clarity. And joke, do you know what's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. Well, that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's not bad, Websol. Disciple wanted to ask something, but other people already asked what I'm interested in. I stepped on a conflict last night. Does that make me a serial killer? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hopefully, something more duty where I aim my rewards or related with the dudes. Jupiter, what's the difference of staking multiplier based on Exordium and Baby Planet? From the documents I recall, if you hold a Baby Planet that's a pure, the multiplier is 4. And if you hold a Elemental Exordium, that's a 2. If you hold an Arcane, that's the base of it is 6.6, and multiply that by the bloodline. So It's a multiple of a multiple. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Your calculation is roughly correct. For the baby planet, it does not have any sodium, so it's just I think it's one. I think at max it's at around 1 or 1.2. I don't recall the math right now. But I swear I have a document regarding that. Would open that up right now. Here we go. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I sent this to the Wranglers before, but these are not the final numbers, I recall. Elemental to. So yes, here's what it looks like. For Generation 1 elemental planet, if it's a normal planet, it's valued at 1. If it's an elemental exordium, it's 3, mythic 6. For example, for Tri planet, baby is 3, elemental 5, mythic 8, arcane 13. So they added and multiplied. I see. This chart should be confirmed and released. Let me guys take a quick look at this. This is not final. I'm just sharing this right here in the chat on Telegram for you to look at. For reference. And a joke. What does and Oasis Planet and your girlfriend have in common? They are both hallucinations. Very close one, very close one. But oh well, what the hell, Jupiter. Let's send you to do this. Lightning Thunder. Was that lightning? How easy or how hard is it to earn funny emblems? I'd say it's extremely easy as how I've been giving out USDC in the past. That's pretty easy. Picture of dudes watching their planets have S times X. Oh, wow. Why? It should be hot. They shouldn't be looking like that.哦，Chinese two，今天想帮 boss 最多的说，世界那么大，你就不想去看看？就心中暗想，这就是炒鱿鱼的心词吗？机智的盾马上回答 boss，你就是我的整个世界。boss 又说，你不想接下来一次说走就走的旅行？盾回答，工作那么多，我得加班。boss 好，当为五一组是出游，你留下来值班吧。嗯。我好像听过这个笑话，是吧？你把 boss 跟 dude 放进去，嗯，it's okay, it's okay. Sim Dip, a joke lawkeeper, the Lone Ranger dude and Tonto dude. Tonto dude? What's Tonto dude? We're riding through the desert when Tonto dude got off his horse and put his ears to the ground. Buffalo call. Oh, someone's on my MA. But I can't listen. I wonder who it is. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Joe Clocker, the Lone Ranger and one Buffalo Calm. That's truly amazing. How do you know? The Lone Ranger said. Tono said, he is stuck to the ground. Well, Symptom, I have absolutely no idea what this joke is trying to say. Buffalo Calm. Oh. I would love for you to explain to me what this joke is actually trying to get at. Anyway, moving on. Hey there, I'm new here, and I've fallen in love with the concept of the game. Why, thank you, Boris. Good work, guys. My question is, how will you describe the first 2 to 3 hours of the game for the new player? Oh, throughout all my years of AMA, well, it's not years, throughout these few months of AMA, I don't think anyone actually asked me the 2 to 3 hours, first 2 to 3 hours of gameplay look like. How gonna work guilds learning the system? Let me answer the first one. The first 2 to 3 hours of the gameplay involves you and the planet and treating the dudes to some tasty snacks or some tasty punches. And you'll be taking care of them, growing the first foods and fruits for them. As you impress them, you will be upgrading your first planet, converting your first settlement. That would probably take within the first 20, 30 minutes. And then you'll be moving on to unlock your second continent. It should be pretty breeze, depending on how much gaming you've done and what the dudes ask in prayer. And then you'll unlock your first avatar. That will be around the second hour of the gameplay is in your first dungeons. It will be the first dungeon on your own game planet's map. Every planet has its own dungeon. It serves as a tutorial and testing grounds for your own for your avatar and to get your first apostles. Depending on whether you already have the origin apostles or apostles carried on from the marketplace or other place, you'll be grinding in the dungeons and coming back out to the map to take care of your dudes during these 3 hours as you unlock your third continent. And then you'll also be able to grow your planet and your fourth apostle in the third hour, but should be close to PvP ready, even from the fresh green planet. Ooh, I keep hearing someone trying to join my AMA. Wow, there's 89 of you. Cool. Really like this question. Do you know when I first designed Apeiron, and there were not much game designers with me. There was just this guy called Vincent, who's an artist and a game designer and a programmer, 3 in 1. Very hard to come by, but it's a shame he didn't stay with us until the end. But he helped design the very early prototypes, the one with blue checkers and red checkers, if you can see in Discord. And when I was designing the first 30 minutes of gameplay in a PowerPoint slide, I should really send it to you guys. It's actually a flip book I made with PowerPoints. But yeah, it's in stick figures in the future. Holy crap, this reminds me I need to update the Road to Apron. How will you describe the do? Okay, second question. How is the idea of the game born? Like the first idea. Well, it's not born from me. It's born from Black and White, the 2000 PC game. But yeah, I was trying to find a unique game out there in the market. Familiar, but new. So hence got games in Black and White. Thank you, Boris. Let me mark you down for a winner. Because you asked a question nobody asked. Skill cards, wand. Skill cards should come when Marketplace and the PvP breeding begins. That's late August. Oh yeah, you wrote in the first tweet. Sorry about that, Q. I absolutely got the wrong link in there. What kind of noise does a witch vehicle make? Broom, broom. That's okay. Will there be a prize on Apron XYGGSEA esports tournament? What's an Apron YGG SE esports tournament? If we're hosting an esports tournament with YGG SEA, there will definitely be a reward. Well, if you ask, might as well tell you. There's going to be a mini exhibition match with Guildfire this coming Saturday. Wait, July 1st is Friday. This coming Friday. And the participating team gets USDC and a plushie, the winner. The loser gets some funny emblems. While the watchers The participants who can bet on the winning team gets raffled for the emblems. And then in mid-July, supposed to be announcing that next week. But there will be an esports tournament and a mini one for practice for our community and our team, inviting all 20 gaming guilds and more to participate in a giant, probably arena of valor mini esports tournament. And the rewards, please stay tuned to our social media channels. That will be only participatable by the participatable by the gaming guilds and our. I think there'll be one Primeval Planet Holder team and there'll be one Daddy team. But yeah, mostly it's just participants will be betting on the winning teams. But more info will be sent in the coming Medium articles 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later on Tuesday. And a question: will the planet's costume affect its in-game status in any game mode? Yes, higher rarity costumes and cosmetics such as the swords, the masks, all the accessories actually have in-game. All have in-game statistics bonuses. Universe. It's an interesting one. Replying to Apeiron, they joined Stumble Dudes, limited at the first game. Oh, I understand that feeling. Johnny again. God, Johnny, you're trying hard for the tickets, ain't you? If I rewarded you, I may get spammed in the future, but I love the memes. Research Premium Legacy Planets at game launch. Use artifacts. Got tempted to breed, but also didn't activate. Oh. I love all the hate towards Primeval Legacy. Well, we'll love to see you guys answer this after the game launches and tell me the same feelings then. Patience, my dudes, patience. And you'll learn why we installed the Primeval Legacies. Quit trying to master the game before the game is out. Maybe in the future I should really hide these functions until game launch. Should I? No. It's there for a reason. Or maybe I should do a better job explaining them. That too. But I tried, and I did. The math doesn't add up for you guys, eh? Come on, have some faith. Arena. Hello, Frank. 有关7月份即将开始的职涯，想咨询你几个问题。职涯过程中是梗有原始和行星可以职涯，还是自带行星都可以职涯？所有行星都可以职涯新生出来的也可以。之前说过，如果多职涯使徒可以增加拿到火送的机会的概率，那么是一个钱包地址可以进行一次职涯，机型选择有职涯的行星选择，还是可以分开职涯？一个钱包应该只可以积压一个，所以如果你有多的话，所有放在同一个还是分开要自己选择。我们有一个应该有一个 leaderboard 的，如果我记得的话，所以你可以看到排名，最线的人在放什么，然后自己选择。然后我们同时间好像应该也有几个可以积压的棋，所以你可以到时看看。只是即兴会在积压这个7月15号以前再跟大家确定一次。一个大宝箱大约有多少个 mini black hole？这个我们还在定。因为我们现在呢，其实我们第一胎这个新的星球呢，我们是想我们最基本的 KPI 想看得到呢，就是有2000个 owner 在我们的 OpenSea。如果有2000个 owner 呢，我们就可以开放第二次。不会读这个meet 的 meet 要开放我们第二层的生孩子的话，就要有2000个 owner。始终想我们的 floor price， 我们的地板价跟我们的这个其实就是星球的供求比较平衡 才让更多的星球生出来。不然不够人买的话，但是升级的系统不停的随它开放的话，其实会对我们对现在星球持有人那个分成有影响，所以我们还在看这个市场的需求，才能决定我们开放多少个 mini black hole 往后放。我会用英语说过。I'll answer this question and English as well. This last one because it's a pretty important information. So Pandorina, I'll add that for the Pandoractyl. Nice name. So they were asking how many black holes, mini black holes, will we put in the one of the treasure boxes in the Nebula expedition. We can't determine that number yet because, as the same, some of the other people have been asking me when will we be airdropping or releasing the second breeds or the mini black holes for the second breeds. We are not going to release the black holes for the second breeds until we confirm a minimum a KPI that we want to achieve. That's around 2,000 owners on the planets. May not be achievable within these 2 weeks, but we want to monitor the floor price and the demand of our planets before moving on to releasing more planets. If we simply release more planets and allow more mini black holes to be out there in the market and allow the floor price to continue to drop, it wouldn't be a healthy thing. So we always wanted to maintain the floor price of our planets while monitoring the demand. We'll be turning up more of the marketing support, and with the coming gameplay and the demos and the trailers and marketing, with more demand coming in, we will release more mini black holes, depending on the situation. This is one of the advantages that we hope to achieve when we postponed the TGE and turned the breeding mechanism from pure APRS costs to NFT costs, because it allows us to control the amount of tickets and the amount of planets that can be bred. Yep. Boris. Well, on question 3. Well, some mechanics of burning apostles that combine 2 for a chance to get a better one? Yes. Or maybe it's possible for the planets, because it seems like in time we will have lots of planets in the game. Both of them have burning mechanism. The planet one is the aging process of the planets, so I'll cover this quickly. Planets age. The older it gets, the more equipment and relics you can install upon them. And you can age them by consuming other desirable planets that are significantly old on the marketplace, or in your own inventory that you've been saving up. And then the apostles, you can actually level up their skills or switch out their skills. Every apostles gets around 3 skills they can bring along in battle, randomly generated from the pool of their class. And you can mix and merge them. And they also have a combat power. The lower into the dungeons you go, the more combat power it has, similar to Pokemon's. And so, yeah, there are mechanisms that combine and merge the apostles, and there are mechanisms that burn the planets and add their age to yours. And for question 4, do you have a plan to make collabs with other Apeiron M2E projects? Yes, we're trying to find ones that I really like, and also the ones that our daddy find. Usually I'll do some collabs nowadays with some of the projects recommended by our daddies and our investment partners. But I have yet to find one that I'm truly bullish on. I actually was asked this question by Play It Forward the other day, and I really had a tough time thinking of what I'm bullish on other than big time and Illuvium. But even for those two, if you ask me, am I super bullish on them? I can't even answer that. There are many games that I hope they will do well. As big time, Illuvium, Fantasy Galaxy. I hope Exceed as well. I hope Sandbox as well. I hope all of them do well. But is there one that I'm so bullish on? Not yet. Not yet. Can't foresee one yet. Except Apeiron. Yeah. Crypto with PTO silent. That's an interesting name. Sure, 124 emblems for a plushie and 35 for a planet. Are plushies that valuable? What the fuck? Plushies are of course very valuable. There's actually only 2,000 of them. I'm not going to make more. And the planets, the planets are not the primeval ones. Those are the standard ones out there. And I'd say that's around $350 actually. And still, why $350 worth? Because well, it's you can still breed them. Well, not now, but a little later. I think the normal planets can begin breeding once the demo goes live and the demand is there. But yeah, so it's $1,200 for a plushie. Holy crap! Hmm. Plushies are important and very hard to get. So yeah, and well, I like that. Ronald Jimene, I want to know about your team. Who are those people working so hard behind the scenes to make this project successful? Please describe them. Holy crap, about 30 members of the core team. And then right now in the office, there's 60 and outsourced 70. I'll give the co-founders, I think I've talked about before, the 3 artists I've also talked about before. Who should I talk about this time? Community team you guys met? So what are some of the oldies around? Uh, um, how the game devs? Game devs haven't talked much about them. A lot of them originated from Orange. Our co-founders, Lawmaster, Lawmaster's company. Lawmaster has been developing games for over 16 years now. He has his own game development company, and they've been developing game. Oh, it's called M Inverse and Sigma Games. They've been co-developing games and developing games for over 16 years now from um, uh, all mediums you can imagine: console, handheld, mobile, Facebook, online, VR. And they are a group of Hong Kong developers that started out since college and early college actually. I think some of them even in secondary school when they started their first project. They got the first Xbox rewards in Hong Kong, hosted in Hong Kong, and they got the funding from the government, which allowed them to work rent free in one of Hong Kong's uh, uh, government supported uh, incubators, so to speak. And so from there, they developed their first games, and they met, and the supporting program introduced them to a lot of the Hong Kong's OG developers, and that's where they blossomed and met a lot of people and made their first games on, I think, on PC. And then they, if I remember correctly, it's either PC or another game on Xbox. And then from then on, they grew slowly and steadily, and then they've published over 40 titles over these past 16 years. But most of the time, they co-develop or are outsourced by other giants. In Hong Kong, they don't get a lot of funding, so they don't exactly have the ability to create giant AAA projects. And they've been around for a long time. They've published their own mobile games. Um, and for the larger works, they have been also Army, Sega, even Animoca, and before Animoca was what was the name? Outblaze. Their office was right next to them. But yeah, those are the developers, and they are a very hardworking bunch because, as I said before, Hong Kong developers are easily distracted in terms of the job environment. Hong Kong is a very traditional financial and a real estate center. And being a financial center, that's actually a high demand for fintech project engineers and programmers, and they get paid very well. And to be honest, it's the requirement, the knowledge required to be a fintech or a programmer for a bank or for a prestigious club in Hong Kong is actually high paying. And then being a programmer trying to develop games actually requires more and time and investment in terms of knowledge to create games. So you get paid less, you have to do more. It's not an enticing job for developers and game designers. And the opportunities in Hong Kong are very lacking. It's probably better for you to go to China, where there's Tencent and these the bigger ones. Or go to Taiwan or Japan or Southeast Asia or Singapore for better opportunities. Those who manage to stay in Hong Kong, well, they are very passionate, and I've met a lot of them. They are very proud as well because it's a tough business, and it takes a lot of passion for them to stay here to compete and to survive without getting lured by the other locations or the other opportunities in Hong Kong. So I respect them a lot. And these people genuinely love games, and I love working with them. They're proud and knowledgeable programmers and designers. It can really show from the work they do, their knowledge and their expertise. But yeah, well, thanks for the question. I absolutely debated a long time for this one. Dear Jin, hi Frank, let us say I want prosperity in the game. I want to have a good income from the in-game. Okay. Which field should I focus early on? You should focus on finding a good group of people to play with. It could be a gaming guild, or it could be a bunch of pro players that plays well with you. Because to earn efficiently and for the best incomes in Apeiron is to compete competitively. We are not exactly a game that wants to encourage a normal stable income without risks and and skill. Without the good teams or other, you still be able to earn. Probably not as much as what most other games are brand their earning power to be. I am absolutely not sure how games can promise a certain income without considering the market conditions. And even if they do, I don't really believe in the sustained extraction of the game economy uh, without crumbling. So you will be able to earn a portion of the um, playthrough and tokens in game if you can't win the matches and everything. But the ability to earn and the ability to earn in game would be significantly hampered if you don't join up with a good group. But it's pretty easy to join up with a good group. Actually, I've sourced quite a lot of gaming guilds and teams here. And if you just go onto the Discord, you'll find a very hardcore bunch of gamers that's eager to recruit new players to join them. And Apeiron is not about just grinding and farming, it's about playing together. So you can expect the game itself to require you to join a lot of group and team events, which will all be fun, in order to earn. And in general, which field should you focus on though? As a gaming guild, not everyone has to be super competitive or super hardcore in the battle. You can be on the supportive on the sidelines, churning out the equipment, the relics in long cycles, or in general just taking care of the extra planets on the side to earn a little extra for the game guild. But everyone wants to combine their resources and join up together in order to maximize the efficiency they have in the GVG battles and all the GVE content to earn the third token. But that's the best tip I can give you. Find a group of players that's fun and happy you're comfortable with to play with them. Dawn, how many kind of style NFTs will there be? And the costs of each? There are 12 tiers of stars in Apeiron. I am still determining the cost of each one. Um, I know the cost of the chest in the beginning, but are we still doing chests? I'm actually, yeah, we are. The lowest tier chest, I believe, is around 0.5 ETH, and the highest chest, previously it was 5, I believe, 3 to 5, but I have to really check again, depending on the market conditions of how July turns out, because we're only going to do the lower end in the beginning. We'll do the higher end ones probably closer to game launch or when the market recovers at least. Expect the lowest tiers to be around 0.5. It's quite higher compared to some other games, but our number of land is actually a lot less compared to others. And so what duty joke? What did one dude's butt cheek say to the other? Ugh, that's okay. That's okay. Apple. Hey Frank, can you give more information to dudes that are a little bit confused about both breed count and conjunction count on OpenSea? There's a breed count and conjunction count on OpenSea. Let me take a quick look, man. Oh, there is. Even I didn't notice. I've always been looking at the other shot. Let's see. Okay, and here we go. Holy crap, couples. How come no one DM'd me regarding this? How come I never saw it? This is so incredible. I'll have to call Well, Scribbler right now. Why is there such a thing? And why I did not get to. Oh, great. He just messaged me. 1 second, couple. This question I really need to answer. 1 second. Right. Hold on.喂喂，啱啱有個問題，我係完全唔識答嘅。佢話點解有個 breed count 同埋有個 conjunction count 嘅？啱啱先睇到，乜唔得㗎？嗯OK，好啦，唔該。好啦。我講唔到啊，我都有講啲嘅，但係我未同你講分，但我頭先冇時間同你講分，所以有個 link 就再傾咯。我喺個 AMA 入邊，好啦，係。Oh, couple. Only take conjunction count into consideration. Breed count is from the old meta that is not being refreshed. We were trying to refresh it and trying to clear it, but this is up to OpenSea. This is really sauce me soon. Okay. Well, I really have to apologize for this inconvenience and this error. Well, the law scribbler says this is more an OpenSea problem than ours. This is very odd. I was using the breed count when I was purchasing a planet before. Sure, but I guess I didn't buy one that was bred. Couple, thanks for the heads up. Really hope you asked me this in the DM, but in the early days instead of here in the tweet. This is sad. Just to see. To even notice such a big flaw on the OpenSea. I'm sorry, dudes. I'm sorry, everyone. This is a very unpleasant experience that I really have to. I'm really annoyed right now. I mean, let me talk about more Scorpio 5. If there are more of these problems, guys, please DM me and Capo. Don't even DM me. Go directly to my WhatsApp and my Telegram to tell me about this stuff. This is very unacceptable. I mean, at least an announcement should be in order for such an error. I'm surprised no one brought this up until now. Well, thank you, couple. Okay. All right. One more hour to go. I'll answer some Telegram questions at around 11:30. I'll speed it up over here on Twitter. What did the daddy ghost tell the naughty baby ghost? Spook when you're spoken to. That's all right. Thank you, Jake. Sakia. Since breeding has started, as Primble Legacy is starting to breed, I can now know as a new joinage is required to wait for better dual planet. And see drop price to buy off instead of breeding would be much better. Holy crap. That's very hard to process if I read it fast. If you want to go for a dual element planet and you want to breed early, you should buy the ones with an exordium tag. Because right now we're only opening up exordium breeding in early days. But to be honest, if you can wait and you don't mind waiting a little longer, getting a dual element without an exordium tag is a lot cheaper, and they can open up breeding as well. The advantage of the exordiums comes when the staking comes in, but it's really up to you. Um, if you the aim, it depends. It always comes down to whether your aim is to just to play the game or to start your own breeding farm. If it's a breeding farm you're targeting, then you probably want more of the same kind. But if it's just playing, then you can always wait until a little later, closer to game launch, to buy a dual element. A dual element will carry you very far in the game with a few apostles if you want to start early as well. But yeah, if you want to go for the full mile, then get primeval planets. Depending on the budget you have, I'm sure a lot of our wranglers in Discord or Telegram will be able to help you with that. Or you can always DM me and message me personally regarding this. How does the team handle FUT on paper hands from Lisa? Oh, that made me is funny, but no, I think FUT and paper hands are everywhere, and generally just trying to not let them enter from the beginning. Is what I'm going to do. Always told everyone that Apeiron is not a game that's trying to go 15 times, 20 times like other projects. So most paper hands and footers actually don't come close to Apeiron because we do have a high valuation, and we do have we don't have as many enticing rewards as other NFTs out there claim to be, who gives out a ton of rewards and stuff just to get their planets sold and have higher volumes. So it's quite different. But if we do, well, it's an NFT and it's crypto. They are actually free to come and go as they wish. That's the advantage of Web3. I wouldn't go to bullying or talking bad about them. They're just part of the community. So it's their choice. No hard feelings if they come and go, but just want to lay it out clearly that we prefer to have people who are more interested in games over here. Little Blue. Oops, Frank's this dude doesn't have hands. Sorry, I didn't recognize it. The dude on my desk does not have hands. Yes, the very early prototype of dudes actually don't have hands. They're just popping around like little balls. The hands came pretty late in the designs because, yeah, we actually created a lot of apostles stuff regarding them. Maybe the baby dudes won't have hands, and these, yes, they are baby dudes. Nice catch. Just got little blue some on the emblems as well. 智慧. Is there anything special for Generation 0 planets, and what does it has that other planets don't have? The Exordium tag. Exordium tags that's used much better staking rewards and staking multipliers. Exordium tags also allows you to play our beta testing and our alpha next month, and there'll be airdrops, there'll be community allocation, there'll be public sale allocation. How did I say it? And there are various multipliers and rewards in the community events from now and into the future. Yeah, that's the bonus of the primeval planets. And A5. Other than Star, Apostle, Planet, Relic, do we have any item that is upgradable, which may or may not be NFT, such as equipment or building or anything? Are upgradables? Well, profile picture NFT is a player account, so I don't exactly think that is that upgradable. We'll have to decide. But you can assume that's a no. We should probably be focusing on those things right now. If the garlic, can we assign our custom stats on planets on apostles? For example, I want to build an apostle with pure agility stats. No. You can't customize the stats for the planet. But you can focus on getting certain relics that only boost those stats. So it's a half and half, yes and no question to garlic. What's name though? Jelly sandwich. Came here to make a joke. Why did the bicycle collapse? It was too tired, dude. Okay, jelly sandwich. Thanks for that. Gilgamesh. Question. Since more planets and apostles can be earned from breeding in dungeons, can we know that what is the benefit of breeding legacies and origin apostles in game? Primeval Legacies helps you move on up a tier upon game launch when you have the relics that help you adjust the planet's elemental distribution. With the Primeval Legacies and relics, you'll be able to move up tiers. Yeah. And then for Origin Apostles, think of it as a combat power. The basic combat power of Apeiron Origins Apostle is around, I'd say around 9 or 10. And then while the ones you get from the dungeon starts at around 3 or 4, the better ones. And so yeah, they're pretty powerful. Are they the most powerful? No, they're not the most powerful, but they give you a really good head start. And the ultimate benefit for Origin Apostles is, well, they get you various other bonuses for collecting them. Collect 4 and do some quests, and you get a plushie doll. That's valued extremely high because I personally love plushies. And there's also other rewards that you can get by claiming the apostles. Even staking can be boosted by having Origin apostles. Not just the NFT staking that's coming live in July, but also the future staking of Apeiron that can get you that the apostles will be able to boost your income. Benefit from staking early. Well, if you stake early, then you get more rewards. But the staking that's coming live in July is well, still looks the same. So probably should stick to the announcements on when the staking pools are popping up. But yeah, even for the staking pools and for the future APR staking earlier will have the bigger rewards. We tend to lower the staking rewards with time, so staking early lets you more rewards. It's pretty standard, much like other games. Beyond Xiao. For the planet, will there be any element of weakness and resistance in games such as fire, weak to water? No, that's not what we're trying to do in the beginning. No, we are not trying to do a rock paper scissors system in very in this way. I know a lot of games do that because of lazy game design, but we are trying to have different play styles and skills that have different effects that can control each other. So yeah, no, we're not doing the resistant thing. We may do a little bit of that in the very, very far end in a different game mode, but not in the normal battles. Why Soul Wanderer? I just want to ask if we can still use the mini black holes when the Apeiron token is released. Yes, when Apeiron token is released, you'll be using the Apeiron to purchase the keys for the expeditions, and you can also stick to Apeiron for some of the rewards in the expeditions. So yes, the mini black holes are here to stay. Actually, you'll be needing mini black holes to breed in the future, but it's just how you get them and what is the cost that will move from WETH or USDC to Apeiron when the Apeiron tokens is released. Oh, Chinese joke. 女儿问爸爸，在每句话的后面都加一个“烈”字，是不是显得很可爱、很萌呢？爸爸想了说，不一定。女人问为什么？爸爸说，因为你妈妈经常只问我 APRs 呢。虽然好像是从第二个 joke 变回来了，但是还好还好。中奖了。哦，那他 sayings. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What did I press? Okay, Tuan. Wow, you got censored for potentially containing censored content. Oh, it's just Woody and Buzz. Mimi's everywhere. Hmm. Not that many. Polygon Baby. What motivated the creation of this project? And how far do you think it would go in creating the solutions required? Wow, that is so fake. I love it. So that's why I'm not gonna answer that, man. Righty Senpai, I would like to ask if there's a logic competition here. If there's not, maybe it's time to think, dude, Apeiron tag. I love to find it on planet. Righty. Uh, good try. Polygon Baby again. How do you get other crypto influences in this project? Okay, I'll answer this one. What great features do you have that'll make it even non-blockchain believers interested? Oh, haven't seen these typical questionnaires. But I'll answer this one. We are actually getting more and more crypto influences. Just now, Morningstar, throughout the last week, introduced 12 influencers for us. All 12 of them are investing in Apron from ticket sizes ranging from 1,000 to 15,000. And it's an interesting system, really, where we no longer pay the influencers, but we allow influencers of different size and reach to invest in our project to work with us. It's quite a healthy model because most influencers that get paid or content farmers just yeah, they do it, they get paid, and they move on. There's no loyalty, and even the viewers know they are content farming, so the viewership is a lot lower. But these ones that we are partnering with right now are actually quite big, and I like the idea of them. Oh, I heard that. And okay, TK1WN. Hey, bro, it seems like that we do are very popular on Earth. They're making plushies for us. Indeed. What does this mirror do, Professor? It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest, most desperate desire items of our hearts. Nice one, Karan. Who? Will the Norse constellation have a bigger or wider content since Norse mythology has 9 worlds? Hmm. Um. Why would it be bigger? Have you seen other mythologies? They actually have different depths and worlds as well. You'd be surprised how insane some of the mythologies in Latin America and Southeast Asian mythology has. But the size, yeah, there are different sizes in different worlds. Some of them bigger, some of them smaller. You'll see, you'll see, you'll see when the game app comes up. Will the content differ or different constellations happen at the same time? Um, will the content for different constellations happen at the same time? Yes, because all the constellations will be there upon game launch, and so yes, they will happen at the same time. How's the 13th Apostle Pond? Are you ready? Use your body to crush it. Oh, thanks for that one, little blue. Kind of hard to get. Baby Tiger, what inspired inspiration to make this funny emblem NFTs? Well, actually, it's from Yuland and also from some of the community daddies who says who's been trying to host some events together with us, and then they think that a lot of the people nowadays just join the events to get the USDC and go without trying to learn more about Apeiron. So they want to create tickets that leads them to learn a bit more about Apeiron, and also to for them to stay a little longer instead of just selling them. Although they can still, technically speaking, just get the emblem NFTs and sell them on the market as well. But it's probably worth more effort for them to learn what they could exchange and then sell before that. It's a good idea, and we that's how it came to be. And I plan for a second snapshot of mini black holes. I want to get more spring. They're very cute. Um, yeah, as I said before, we'll need to hit some KPIs and want to see the demands first. That's a weird looking meme. Metafi, hi, can you let us know about fully implemented usage and what it's for? The shop. Has the shop opened up? Let me take a look. Emblem Emporium. Oh, it's empty. Well, we'll be updating Emblem Emporium soon, where you can see these um the UK, what's it for? It's actually in a Medium article that was released on Friday. It's the Dude Lore article. Um, the one with the cool graphic. I used it as my new wallpaper, and you can read the very first paragraph, the first two paragraphs, I believe, and that's where you can learn about the fully implement of these and what they can be exchanged for. And I really have to tell Yulon to update that channel. Let me tell them now, actually. Simdip. Oh, I hope you and your family are well. Thank you, Simdip. In July, when the Nebula expedition arrives, we will need cosmic chaotic keys, yes. And will these become available in the macro marketplace? Yes. Thank you, and take care of yourself. Thank you, Simtip, for your work, Madness. I'm gonna give you a 1 minute dude. Goes a long way. Holy crap, am I even close to the end? 我想知道天河的工程会不会有上爆胎的惊喜？没有。啊，这个问题挺啊，这个问题实在太搞笑了。嗯，送你一个负面宝宝。Mark Lazaro, joke time. I'm normally not one to brag about my financial skills, but since I learned something about crypto, my credit card company calls me almost every day to inform me my balance is outstanding. It's a pretty good one, Mark. Holy crap, look at that meme. That is not safe for work. And that looks awesome. Alright, 很开心可以参与Apron 已经完成了天河。想请问，只是天河防止使用黑洞，也是什么策略来限制怎样的黑洞数量？这个数量其实就是刚好想给市场每一个 planner 可以天河一次，就这样。所以就是 exactly 就是有多少个星球，我们就发多少个黑洞出去，因为想所有星球能繁殖第一次嘛，就这样。再未来会用什么准则来控制繁殖数量呢？其实就是看了我们的地板价跟我们的owner 有多少个 owner 持有者有多少个跟地板价，就是我们来控制我们可以开放多少次这个繁殖数。关于质押越多的星球获得奖励越多，是还是积分的方式获得一个奖励？越多越好。呃，我想给奖励你，但是如果我给了奖励，结果我怕我以后的 AMA 全都是这样的秘密，不是不好，但是可能有点危险。嗯，但是这个秘密的确挺好，但是我不可以因为这个秘密发奖励给你的，会邀请很多这个 NFSW 的秘密将来。 Okay, crypto wallet filter. Oh, hope you are doing well, Leo. Are there going to be adjustments to the requirements for the availability or the mini black hole? They're expensive now and will run out in no time. Yes, they're expensive. They're around the same price. We want them to be around 100 US dollars. And that's because we want breeding to have a cost a certain amount for the extra ones at least. Because if breeding is done too simply or easily, it also affects the floor price. So we're monitoring the floor price and the amount of breeds early. So not going to adjust this to ease up on the requirements because yeah, Apeiron has never been about making it easy or cheap to sacrifice the long-term economy for short-term gains. So no. QQQ. Will that be an item that will help breeding, make offspring more pure stats? Yes. And their parents in the future? Yes. Because I think right now we can't make the offerings have pure stats than the parent. Indeed. So yes, that's what gameplay and relics are for in the future. So read your hearts out right now. Don't try to max out the game before it's launched. I know that feeling, but honestly, not trying to help anyone do that before the game is out from our end. So jelly sandwich, can you earn apostles in game or can you get them from the mint tickets? Yeah, you can get them in game in the dungeons. Does merging really work the same way as merging planets? Nope. Merging apostles work just like how dungeon dungeon maker works. Download a game called Dungeon Maker. It's a Korean game, pixeled, and it teaches you how apostles work. Getting close to 11:40 to 26. Let me see how much more questions we have. Holy crap! I'm nowhere near the end. I should save some questions for the Telegram users. Well, let me ask from the bottom up to 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 get a bit more. Wow. Okay. From the bottom up comes Shawnee or the Spider-Man. Oh, thank you. And there's more mimis. So that's okay. Zero. Oh, I like that one. That is what every user wants. Noise. Tone. Polygon baby again. Come on. So to improve the best research. So 看不得我的名字，很开心，现在已经有成天和演唱两个星期了，距离现在一个星期会空投小黑洞吗？我们应该不会空投小黑洞了，除非我们来这2个星期有非常大的用户进账或新的用户进来，不然我们应该不会空投第二轮的但是如果有的话，我们会空投第二轮。Spooky, how do you call the two without the big but? Nothing. There isn't such a thing. True. Market maker. Question: can you play with multiple accounts on Apron, or will we be punished if we do so? No, you can play multiple accounts. So there will be people likely botting and preventative measure. Yes, the dudes themselves are buggy. um, bug like I'd say, but they have different requests every time, and in the game, it's not that easy to be botted, to be honest. But can we absolutely prevent that? No, we cannot. There are always people that are or geniuses out there that can play it. But the ultimate way to earn an Apron is to compete. If they can create a bot that plays better than human, then that's pretty awesome. Well, actually, Google AI did that, but we'll try to be monitoring very closely to avoid that. But never say the AI. If Google AI wants to play Apron, oh, holy crap! Look at that meme from Market Maker. Oh, that's a pretty good one, Tommy. And use some funny emblems. Holy crap, I'm clicking up so many funny emblems to so many people. Well, it's almost 11:30. 加入 Apeiron 有5个多月，认识很多新朋友、新家人。这边凶家人朋友几瓶啤酒，先凶一瓶小说泡，有理由先有青岛那不老想哎，这个大牛，这个真的挺好，说的挺好。但是下次如果可以跟这个 Apeiron 有关的话，那我就会送奖励给你。Interesting，提个意见，估计以后的 AMA 可否考虑在 Twitter Space 上举行，比起 Discord 和 Telegram 的封闭上，这是上华社区以外的人，其他人也能看得到。好啊，下一个就在这个 Twitter Space 吧，送你一个奖励。嗯，杨雨晨，辛苦了这么久的 AMA，马上就开始面试到了，上价格大概是多少？刚刚有说过。0.5到3到5是我们的保障的价钱，但是其实我们还有保留，因为最近的社会的这个经济环境比较差，不过可能不会这样卖，详情会应该在下个星期就定下来了。嗯，我们下个星期会定多一点资金给他，好像睡不着数绵羊，都是笨笨的只要5个小时，都是都哭了，为什么呢？因为呜呜呜。啊，整理一个 development。Okay, everyone gets one emblems. Well, I'm trying to do that. 我真的的是事情。旋律，当你觉得一个人孤独的时候，就打开电脑放一部鬼片，那你就觉得四处有人，厨房有人，背后也有人。那你为什么要看这个鬼片呢？因为孤独。OK，听 OK，so I can't be able to answer all the questions. Two planets smash lots of sauce on Pornhub. Wow. No, I can't give out any tickets for that. Okay, well, anyway, 30 minutes left. Let's take care of some of the Telegram community here. Oh, 733 messages. What the hell are you guys talking about? Are you guys still getting people to show pictures of themselves? Is this what's going on in Telegram all this time? What is that bot doing? Are you guys just flirting around while I'm trying to do an AMA here? Hmm? I see pornography weapon. What are you guys talking about? What the hell are you guys doing over here while I'm doing an AMA? Most of it is just Rose reacting to whole messages. Yeah, most of it is Rose. Hey, yes, yes, yes. I saw the Pornhub one. 追遇3元素或4元素会不会有境界呢？境界的意思是从4去3去2去1这样的，还是怎么说境界呢？Oh, you guys are just talking about Pornhub over here. What the hell, man? And dude bots. Let's see how many people are on. 83. Okay. Well, what game can we play? Hmm. play a game. For some funny emblems. Please quiet down the Telegram chats so I can type this question out. Mm, mm, oh. I know. Ready, guys? Here we go. No answers. No answers yet. No, Duck Riz. Take a look at the message I typed. Oh, Hin got one. Okay, that's it. Hin, Meta, and RY. It's over. It's over. That's what you get for paying attention, Hin. And Meta V. And Hin. Okay. What else can we play? Another one. Uh, okay. Let's go one more. Are the calculators ready this time? Or the Google search engines ready? Hmm. Oh, this is a tough one. 1 second after confirm this. One second. 1 second. Almost there. Ready. First, it would be a copy and paste match. Okay, the first one to get this one. Only the first one to get this one wins, okay?
Hello. Hello.
Spider-Man Homecoming. SimTip got it. SimTip got it. Hello. Yes. Yes. How can I help? I can hear you.
May I am Bangladeshi. So I your project in so I'm new user. So please help me.
Oh, how can I help? Sorry, you're new here. You want to learn about the project?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, Mr. Rataraj.
Yeah.
I'll give you an overview of the project. Can you turn off your mic a little bit first? I
I'm
can
new
hear some
user.
people's. Yes, I understand. Can you turn off your mic while I answer the question because there's someone in your background, and it will be easier for me to talk with your mic turned off a little bit, Mr. Ratu. Hi. Maybe I'll mute you a little bit there. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna answer Mr. Ratu while I send out the third question first. This one is for the Chinese users, because some of you are listening in Chinese and English is not so well. 这下一条是为了这个我们说中文的一些朋友切的，因为这个之前两条可能都是比较英语为主的。阿天你不可以答，因为你已经有奖励了。所以让别人赢吧。好，这个是我最爱的请给我一 two 只有2个字的周星驰电影。好，头3个吧。好，有了 Willie，赌神没有周星驰啊。习其成，功夫，像这是5个字啊，我喜欢周星驰嘛。Willie Lu，功夫，咦，Liu Elisa，哦，Okay, Mr. Ratul, back to your question. And thanks for joining the AMA and thanks for liking Apeiron. Apeiron is actually a god game, a revival of an old genre. And oh, looks like I have a star on my head over here. Why is it like that? Oh no, it's just my headphone. Uh, it's a god game. God game is a hybrid game of real-time strategy, simulation, role-playing, and artificial life. It was popular in the year 2000s, and namely one of my favorites is Black and White. So we've been trying to remake this genre for 6 years now, and originally meant for the mobile platform, but we wanted to do something new and to introduce the world to something original. So with the advent of blockchain and NFTs, we took a deep look into it, and we think it's where a lot of the future can lie. So we integrated NFTs and blockchains technology into Apeiron to make it a proper blockchain game, not just one that's trying to port over from a mobile game. And we spent quite a lot of time devising a unique economy. I'm not saying we perfected the solution, but we've come up with quite a unique solution of our own with 3 tokens and 4 NFTs and a lot more mechanics than once compared out there. Make a lasting economy out there. But of course, the core of Apeiron are 2 sides: the god game simulation and a card-based battle that is in action in real time and also very esports oriented. You can see both of these gameplay trailers in our YouTube channels. They are both done in-game with an in-game Unity graphic engine. They are actually in-game gameplay prototypes. They are not cinematics. So this are the two core components of Apeiron. But for the blockchain, we added two more. Really, holy crap! Got some music over here to accompany my speech. Thanks, man. Let me see who it is. Who's giving me a piano solo background? Well, I don't see it. But yes, back to your question, Mr. Tool. Yeah, so we the base mechanic for Apeiron is the card game simulation and the card-based battle, the esports oriented one. But for the blockchain, we incorporated two new elements into it. The first being the reset mechanism. This is pretty much most of the on-chain functions are going to happen. Resetting the planet allows you to earn play-to-earn tokens to craft more NFTs to level up a player account. Playing Apeiron requires you to reset your planets, learning new ways to play and reshaping the planets. You'll learn more each time, grow more powerful each time, becoming more and more efficient over time, and you'll be able to play according to your own styles. It doesn't have to be reset constantly once you're at the higher levels. It's up to you how you want to play. And then the other side of the equation is the NFT part of the equation, which is we're very bullish on for the overall crypto and all the technologies. NFT element is one we are super bullish on actually, and so we want to incorporate breeding because breeding gameplay is actually very how do I put it? It's one of the best gameplays out there to merge with NFT ownership. The idea, because ultimately, what we see in NFTs is that the players and the developers can be aligned in the same cause, because by having the players own the NFTs themselves, they have more incentive to learn more about it, to design better games together with us, and to help us pitch to new players and find other players around the world. Because ultimately, I think the most powerful force or the most powerful way to oh, hi Ashika, good first um, is for players to is via the word of mouth. Because most of the times when I play games, actually, it's when other gamers or friends tell me this game is awesome, and then that's always the ones. Those are always the one we look for first, instead of the ones we see on the ads. That goes double true for most gamers who prefer to pick their own games instead of looking at the ads, and we're more typically influenced by our friends and our relatives and what's really happening out there. So what NFT ownership can bring is the power of experience and word of mouth. Of course, we hope players actually believe and love the game that we sell. That's why we have that. But ultimately, yes, having breeding gives the players the ability to not just play the game, but to also create more and for the game, and they will understand the mechanics more. If you look at a lot of the questions in these AMAs, players are generally a lot more concerned about the gameplay, the fairness, and overall health of the game compared to the old days. This is actually great, not just for gameplay and development, but also great for the brand itself as we evolve together with our owners, our players, and our core target market users. Hopefully, one day that's what most games and most Web3 games will be about. Better games that the gamers and the developers enjoy. And also, breaches are a great thing because breaches and teaches are a great thing in my eyes because a lot of gamers have a lot of great ideas, but how many of them are have how the developer chooses, how the developers decides what's best for the economy is always different from what gamers expect. There's actually a lot of things. Actually, that's what the dynamics of the three co-founders have. There's me, there's Law Scribbler, and there's Law Master. I'm one from the gamer side because I never actually developed any games before I started the company. And I always come up with solutions that's trying to favor the gamers. But I realize that all the solutions I have ultimately just shortens the lifespan or the fairness of the game because I'm just trying to make the game enticing or fun or advantageous for certain groups or segments of the people. While Lawmaster is always the one saying, no, 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 not this, not that, but he does it because he understands what makes games economies last. And that's by putting in against player elements and not trying to be too lenient to most of the players. That actually makes a lot of sense. So every time when we think of a game idea or mechanic, we try to think not just the immediate benefits that it gives our players, but we also want to think about the implications of what long-term development and economy means. We want to keep things pretty simple over here. We don't if we There's only two ways to go about it. One is you be harsh to the players, or two, you give out a lot of things, but build a lot of secondary systems into the game to make it more convoluted. And so I don't see it's a weird choice, but for me, I think keeping things simple will be better, especially for Apeiron when we already have multiple mechanics in here. So anyway, I don't know how I managed to talk about this from introducing Apeiron to Mr. Ratuch. Yeah. Because divulging a lot, deviating absolutely into the other direction. But yeah, but it's simply Apeiron is a really giant game that we've been trying to develop for quite some time now. It's to use words to describe Apeiron will just result in me babbling on and on. Um, I'll really have to work on this someday. But yeah, Apeiron is a god game on the blockchain, and it's a revival of a blockchain franchise with esports elements. And ultimately, it's not just a Web3 game, it's one that starts in Web3, goes into esports, merchandising, franchising, and ultimately, hopefully, will be the first, not just the first god game, but the first IP franchise starting from from Web3 with dudes covering the world. Okay, okay. Back to the Telegram groups. Oh, who posted our tag there? Someone just blew into their mic. Scary. Anyway, I think we'll do let's try a Twitter space next time. I've been recommended Twitter space, but the last time I had it, the reception was horrible. Probably because the host was in Dubai. I have really bad connections with Dubai somehow. But anyway, how about one more game? One more game for everyone to earn some funny emblems. Indeed, bottled sandwich. I can't see the ball that my son usually plays. Sarah, a ball I mean now. Yeah. I don't see the ball. No. I'm gonna shoot from over here. Oh, there we go. Uh, okay, well, back to the questions. What should we go about here? Oh, I know. Let's see. Final game of the night. This one favors. Oh, but our Chinese crowds may not be able to participate in this one. Mm, I'll type it in both English and Chinese. Okay, well, we have to wait. Because I suck at typing Chinese. So I have to type on my phone and copy and paste over. Please wait. This is, it's not that hard. It's just tedious. 游戏测试或者跟其他跟游戏代币有关的活动，会根据加密史强行请退后发行吗？游戏测试不会，游戏代币有关的活动就可能会。游戏测试跟游戏的制作流程是不会因为时长而变的。但是如果是一些好像what the hell are you guys talking about? Oh, went up 3 meters all the time. What are you guys talking about? What's this 175? I don't know, I guess what you guys are talking about. My height? No, I'm 175. Santa's height. Oh. Oh. But why is everyone so sure it's 1.7? Name the phone. Okay, well, are you guys ready? 中英也有，准备好了吗？Ready? Okay. The first four then, because both both English and Chinese 呢，头4个人回答解头问题的就能赢。First order out is get ready, go. In the same, I need all 6 classes. 一个姓氏里面要有6个。Oh, John Lemos. Oh, John. Oh, come on. Give the other guys a chance. John, Tay, Shawnee, Mark. 看不到我的名字，你打自己的名字，你去干嘛？Net Pro and I'm blue. 阿克送一个给阿克吧，因为阿克是第一个中文能答对的。好 okay, well, this concludes tonight's AMA. I have a meeting now. Let me get the rewards down. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Yes, John won, Shawnee won, Mark won, Ned Pra won, I'm Blue won, and 科学的阿克赢了。好，谢谢大家的时间，下次再见吧。好，早点睡吧。Good night, guys, and good morning, John. Thank you for participating, and see you tomorrow. Looking forward to our Hot Sauce Monday. If you guys want to listen to John's stories, I know I would. Feel free to tune in to Discord tomorrow. All right, guys.
It's a good one.
All right, thanks, man. All right. Take care, guys. I'll go off to my second meeting. Second last meeting of the day. All right. Good night.
Love you, Frank. Good night.
All right.